Hi. So lots going on in small town or small scale world, small scale town. Delivery day, so a little bit nutty on top of obviously the aftermath of being taken from, but not just being taken from, actually having an entire community feel that and understand that it's not cool for a small business to have to suffer that loss. And we might have some policy issues with our government. And when it comes to racism, there's a lot of crazy talk happening. Sometimes people are being called a racist just for being able to talk, just wanting to talk about the fact that our government has let in over 1 million people each year for more than 1 year. The last couple of years have been over 1 million people. And clearly that's hurting our residents, because I've obviously never seen homelessness so bad, and nobody can afford the prices, let alone when competition comes into play. And now you can't find a home to live in that's a decent price. We know the same points are being made, and yet I see a lot of arguing amongst the people that doesn't make sense. So when it comes to racism, there's been a lot of, my son is black, there's a lot of conversation in my house, because even though my son is black on the outside, he's half white. And so I actually experience racism sometimes with people that are talking to him like he's black, only black, and, you know, for example, making fun of white people. So 2 years ago, I went to Africa, and the culture shock was absolutely mind-blowing. And was there racism against me in Africa? Of course, there was. I mean, this is a pretty common thing. And growing up in Niagara with race wars and a lot of violence, I guess it's just something that I want to talk about. It's something that I want to talk about. And the question came up as to whether or not the word gypsy was racist. And I will say that it's racist if you believe that a gypsy came from a certain place. I know in its context, it's related to Romania. So Romania is now called something different. I think it's called Romani, or if someone could correct me. So I know that you would never want to call an entire country, you wouldn't want that label. So is that racist? Yes. Gypsy has a little bit, to me, it has multiple meanings. I mean, there was a store in downtown Thorold called Gypsy Alley. Nobody took offense to that. I don't know. Maybe people did. I don't know. That's what I'm curious about, because to me, the term gypsy is related to thieves and a very particular style of theft. And there are a number, if you talk to the cops about this, there are a number of cases like this, a very large amount in recent years, and that's the word that keeps coming up. So do you think the word gypsy is racist? Do you think that you should have the right to be able to question the policy around immigration as it relates to our government and who we're letting in? And I would just also like to say there's 2 articles out. You can't even read them because we're censored. And one is from the St. Catharines Standard, who I think did an excellent job at taming what I actually said and, you know, making sure that he was politically correct. I did say that I didn't think that there was much that was going to come of this in terms of the police. That's just a fact. I mean, that's just, there's so much theft I don't think that the police can even keep up with what's happening. Didn't want to touch the immigration topic, really. I mean, can't blame them there. And then the city of Thorold, or Thorold Today newspaper, did another